Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's LabRecon tutorial. Today, we are going to revisit our simple thermistor circuit, but this time, we will consider the more advanced options in measurement configuration. We'll begin by opening up LabRecon and connecting to the chip, which we've done, and setting up a configuration channel with a thermistor. Once we have that set up, we can now move on to the most important part of using a sensor, the configuration page, which can be viewed by going to the LabRecon chip pins, and going to your analog input 1, which is our thermistor, and going to the wizard. It's a temperature sensor, and here you can name it whatever you want, but we'll keep it as is, and you know it's a thermistor. And here is our database, which currently has over 500 sensors in it, not just of thermistors, but of any kind of sensor you want. So here we know that we're using an RL-GE sensing thermistor, so we'll click that one and finish, and this brings us to the most important page. Here, anything can be done. In the top left corner is an explanation of how to wire your circuit for maximum performance. In our case, we only need a single resistor, the value of which is given to us and the color coded accordingly in the circuit parameters area. If we aren't satisfied with how the circuit is built, we can click on Change Circuit. From this screen, we can change the circuit to whatever we please, including many integrated circuits and extra calibration. Once we select an object, like from the non-inverting amplifier, the circuit diagram once again changes to accommodate your decision. If you look to the right, to the scaling section of the page, you can see that the graph has also changed. With every sensor and circuit in LabRecon, the program calibrates the graph to determine the correct measurements. Again, if for some reason you are not satisfied, feel free to press Set Scaling and change values on your own. If you choose to use your own hardware or use components not listed within the program, press Set Circuit Parameters or Set IC on the bottom left, and you can add your own information and parts, set reference voltages, and edit calibration. Lastly, but certainly not least, is the Set Calibration button. Oftentimes, sensors are slightly off or uncalibrated when first in use. There are many methods to setting your own calibration. LabRecon offers a 3-point calibration method, an offset slope curvature setting method, and a method that involves setting your own equation. All are equally simple and user-friendly. Once you finish editing your sensor settings, hit OK. Afterwards, if you want to revisit the page, press View Analog Input Configurations in the chip view screen, and you can see all of your sensors running at once. Thank you for watching this episode of LabRecon Tutorials. See you next week.